recent years, when Congressman Pascrell would speak at an event or on the floor of Congress, there really was this sort of reverence around him. He still had his sharp wit and was not afraid to throw a punch, especially at former President Trump and Republicans.
If you can't take the Constitution, go to Russia.
Never afraid of throwing big elbows to help the little guy, friends and colleagues are remembering Congressman Bill Pascrell Jr. as a champion of the working class people of the 9th District.
We're never going to find another Bill Pascrell. I mean, he was very unique. He was what I would call old school, right? He really wanted to help people, and that was the only reason he got involved in politics.
Congressman Frank Pallone Jr. of New Jersey's 6th District says Pascrell was his best friend in Congress, having served alongside him since 1996. He says Pascrell's fierce public persona persisted even in the quiet corners of Congress.
He didn't care about, whether he was in the limelight or whether or not people liked him or didn't. He just did what he thought was right.
Before his 28 years in Washington, Pascrell was a history teacher who muscled his way to the top of Paterson's Democratic establishment. He served in New Jersey's General Assembly and as mayor of his hometown. Former Assembly member John Wisniewski recalls.
His seat was down in front. When he would speak on the floor, you could hear a pin drop because everybody knew to expect the very best.
As for replacing Pascrell on the November ballot, per state law, the county-level Democratic Party committee members will need to vote by next week. It sets the stage for the type of old-school, behind-the-scenes arm-twisting the pugnacious Pascrell would have excelled at.
I'm sure he's looking down, kind of smirking at the scramble that has to go on to fill his seat.
The congressman is survived by his wife, Elsie, 3 children, and 6 grandchildren.